All right, well, we teased a big week here at Cincy Jungle and our Orange and Black Insider Bengals podcast with a lot of big guests, and we have one of the biggest to date joining us on the program, Mr. T. Higgins, Bengals wide receiver, and my boy John is with him at Withrow High School live. T is joining us courtesy of Old Spice. He is there helping out the kids there in the community. T, let's just start off with what's going on there, what you're doing with Old Spice. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah, man, I'm here with Old Spice, and, big brothers and big sisters to encourage, mentorship, to get a mentor and, to encourage, high school graduation. So, it's been a great experience so far, and I love it, man.
I can't think of a better high school for you to do this. I mean, you had to have seen that logo in the middle of the football field.
Oh, yeah.
Brings you back to Clemson, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. As soon as I saw it when I pulled it up, I'm like, dang, this is just like Clemson logo.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, obviously that's a big theme with the Bengals and with Zach Taylor doing a lot of community work, solid locker room guys like yourself. And I guess just to talk a little football here, obviously the Bengals are in a great spot right now, 5-game winning streak. Started off a little rough. I guess what I'd like to ask is what was kind of the messaging within the locker room, maybe from Coach Taylor, Joe Burrow, leader like yourself, wherein, hey, year didn't start off so great, but we're going to be fine. What was kind of the message throughout the locker room with the players there?
Yeah, man. Obviously, like you said, we didn't start off too hot, but, we just had to, just get back to who we was and just settle down and just play, complimentary football. And, that's what we've been able to do the past few weeks. And it's been showing, just playing, us offensively, complement the defense because the defense been playing lights out. And, special teams are going out there and making big plays. So that's all it was. Just going out there and just be confident in who we are and just continue to, execute the game plan.
Don't sell the offense short either. You guys have been balling out of late too. One of those games against the Saints, you had Joe and Jamar come back home to New Orleans, have a good game, but you yourself went back down to Tennessee, scored your first touchdown against the Titans. How's that moment like?
Man, that was a full circle moment for me, simply because I went to the stadium twice for winning Mission football down there in Tennessee, and man, just being in that stadium again, it felt good. Having all my family there and family and friends, and just going there and just scoring the game-winning touchdown is a dream come true. So, sure.
Talking with Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins joining us courtesy of Old Spice. He is at Cincinnati High School, Withrow High School, doing some work with the kids and in the community. Awesome stuff. Spending a few minutes with him. We're grateful for his time. T, I guess I kind of want to rewind. I mean, I talked about how the year started and where we're at right now, but what was the whole Super Bowl process like for you going through the playoffs? I mean, it had to be a whirlwind. You guys got on a tear late, and then you're in the big game, and you're in that game so early in your career. What was the whole kind of process like for you as you took all that in?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Just by us making the playoffs first and then winning the AFC North was the best feeling ever. Because it's been so long since we've done it, and me being a Bengals fan, it's just I was so happy. Then the playoff run was just one thing. We were so locked in, man, and you could see it in everybody's face how hard we was working in practice, how we was everybody was going in to get treatment, all the little things that we was putting in to make that run, and then Super Bowl come that we get to LA, and it's just like I'm like, we here. I'm talking to Chase TV. I'm like, man, we here. We can't fall short, man. We got to come out here and just play our best game and, bring it back home to Cincinnati, man. And obviously we fell short, but, man, we brought a lot of joy to the city. And, that's all we want to do is just bring joy to the city and, just make everybody proud.
I think you're on the path for making everyone proud here. But, I mean, you have a championship pedigree, man. You've been to a couple national championships in college. You've been to a Super Bowl. Like, what did that run kind of teach you as a player? Like, you guys are all going through this as young players. Now you have all this championship experience behind you now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Definitely playing in those big games in college, obviously, helped me, be confident in who I was in my game, during the Super Bowl. And I wasn't really nervous when I got out there, just going out there and just be who I am and play my game.
Talking with T. Higgins, Bengals wide receiver. He's joining us courtesy of Old Spice and Big Brothers Big Sisters, doing some work at Withrow High School in Cincinnati. Spending a couple more minutes with him. We are grateful for his time. T, There's something magical about pass catchers in the number 85 for the Cincinnati Bengals. What does that mean to you, donning that number all the way from Isaac Curtis to Chad to Tyler Eifert, the tight end, and now yourself? I don't know. Does that ever just kind of strike you? Hey, man, when I put on this jersey, there's so much great history with it, and then now you're creating your own great path with the Bengals as well in that jersey.
Definitely, man. Obviously, as we all know, when I first got drafted to the Bengals, I had a choice between 80 and 85, and obviously I wanted to keep, my high school, my college number within my number. So obviously 85 was a choice, but out of respect, I hit up Chad Johnson via Twitter, just out of respect, asking like, man, just it would be an honor to wear this number. I know what you've done in this number here with this organization, and he was like, man, I'll be gladly, to let you wear it. And, every time I put on that jersey, I feel like I got something to do, something to prove, and I've been doing it so far. So hopefully I can keep it going.
It's got to be an amazing feeling to get the blessing from Chad Johnson out of all people. But we want to hear more about your work with Old Spice and what you're doing here at Withrow High School. But real quick, I got to give a shout out to your lovely mother, who is maybe the best person on Bengals Twitter. I don't know if you follow all of her tweets, but she tweets during the game and stuff. Was she that online at Clemson, or is that more of a thing when you got to the Bengals?
I think it's more of a thing since I got drafted to the Bengals. Man, she's something. I tell you, she's a diehard Bengals fan. As long as I'm here, she's going to be a diehard Bengals fan. And I hear all the comments after the game, so it is what it is.
Well, T, we asked this of a lot of the former and current Bengal players who've been on our show. What's something that the Bengals fans, what's something about yourself, whether it's a hobby, maybe a hidden talent or something like that, that Bengals fans don't know about? I mean, AJ Green had that juggling talent that was it got a little run there. We had Mike Daniels on. He likes anime. So we like to ask a little bit of some of the side stuff from football from the players that come on our show.
Yeah, man. So I have two dogs. I have a Malinois and a little Frenchie. I like to walk the Malinois a lot. The Frenchie, he gets lazy at times, so I can only walk him up my neighborhood. But I go out, by the river, walk my Malinois around and just let them just have some fun. And man, my dogs are everything to me. So,
dog guy, I like it.
Well, T, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Tell us a little bit more about Old Spice, and as a former high school multi-sport athlete yourself, what advice do you have to these kids kind of finding themselves and creating their own futures and whatnot?
Yeah, man. For me, when I was in high school, I struggled, with my grades and just in school in general. And I was able to find that mentor and to come in and help me and guide me and lead the way for me in order to succeed in life. And the reason I'm here is to, inspire these kids to do the same, go out there and find a mentor and just challenge yourself with any and everything that they do. Therefore, so they can, go out there and face those challenges and win 1-0. That's what I did. Like to challenge myself in each and everything that I do and go 1-0 versus that challenge.
Well, we're super grateful for your time, T, and this has been awesome. A great pleasure for us and all of our readers and listeners at Cincy Jungle. Can't wait to hopefully catch up with you down the road, and hopefully we're talking about a Super Bowl win this year because you guys are on a great run and it's looking pretty good right now. So hopefully we're talking about a Lombardi Trophy in just a couple short months.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for the time.